And greetings, our people. And this is a teaching from Maria Orsic, a reading from Miguel Serrano's book, Adolf Hitler, the Ultimate Avatar. And we love you. The runes are our principal way of supernaturally communicating with the true self. That's the teaching. And we're reading from page 280 about Fa, faith, fate, FEor, FAor. The rune that looks like an F with its arms up like this, and FEor. You see it up on the board here? Breed your own luck and you will have it. Reading from page 280. Another investigator is Siegfried Kummer, who refers to a runic Aryan yoga and an astrology in relation to esoteric anatomy. Old German houses reproduced runic symbols in their timbers. Even today, they can be seen in the village of Wilsberg in Westphalia, where the SS built their magic tower of the Grail, where the SS built their magic tower of the Grail in the ruins of an old medieval castle constructed in the form of a triangle based on the mystic number 3. Like the church Stat Para in the vicinity of the Benedictine convent of Lambach in Austria, where Hitler lived as a child, and in which today the carved leftwards swastika can still be seen, carved by a mysterious abbot. FEor, Fa, Fe, fate, faith. What is faith? It is this: breed your own luck and you will have it. Create your own luck and you will have it. Generate your own pleasure and you will have it. Runes appeared to Wotan as sound signs, number letters. Sound signs, number letters. They are the exterior form that now carries the vril and are sent to the viras, that is the men becoming gods trying to, as weapons. All right? The runes are the exterior form of vril that are sent to the vira as weapons in the great war they undertake against the demiurge Jehovah within his corrupted universe matrix. They deliver us the necessary schematic knowledge of the science of return, keys with which to open doors. Only they can give us the possibility of escape, of the leap into the sunya, the void of the black sun, beyond the diabolical creation. Okay? So the banker, will substitute, will never use them. They do not serve him. Only Aryans. Yet the bankers have falsified the Hegel rune, using it as the Star of David. The rune symbols are the only ones among the magic alphabets with sharp, symmetric shapes that resemble the bodies of divyas alone, and no other. Rune exercises, runic yoga of the body, impregnate their matter with magic vibrations. Who knows his runes acquires the power of material dissolution and reintegration, of voluntary death and resurrection. He will be able to make his musical note, vibrate in the highest pitch, to escape thereby from the circle of returns. The circle of the returns. The sounds of the runes act as an interior body, even in the larval stage, creating centers of forces which give them consistency, causing them to be born. The ancient Nordic sages of the runes were Launderin, a name which shows us the original runes were only vocalized. You hear that? The most ancient musical instrument of the Germans is called the Luren, the Luren, from whence come the lyre and the lute, from Lulu. Through magic use of the runes of Odin, the ancient Germans were able to recover a nerve bundle, now lost. An inheritance of the white Aryan race alone. That's to say, each race has their own. This nerve center is not processed by other races, nor by any mixed race of color. Physiology has discovered anatomical differences between the races. This is like the individuation of races and variations in their organs, right? So this is your ancestry. There are runes for the red race, runes for the black race, and runes for the white race. Okay, real quick about the star. As expected, the first engraved runes appeared on the sacred tree of the Germans. You hear that? As expected. This is magic. The first engraved runes appeared on the sacred tree of the Germans, the same on which Wotan had found them. So the name for the book in German, Bach, is of a feminine gender. Do you hear that? The hag is a feminine tree, but it couldn't have been an oak. But the beech, where the application of the German word for book comes from Bach, Buch, B-U-C-H. The rune books were branches of the beech tree because the tree represents the column of man, allowing him to climb beyond the sky. The Weltenbaum tree, world tree, the Yggdrasil, also called the tree of terror, terror through which has happened with the partition and involution of the four material kingdoms. Should I say that again? This is very important. The Yggdrasil tree also is called the tree of terror because terror through what has happened with the separation and involution in the four material kingdoms. And that would be the three races and the mixed race people with the smaller man. No one's left out. Transformed into the man tree. The first 12 Aryan tribes are the trunks, and this is for the white race. Here below, from which the demiurge Jehovah has invented his 12 tribes of Israel. The tree of the column of the Aryan man is thereby formed by energies from another universe that enter through the window of Artemis, Venus. That is to say, Yerman soul, Yggdrasil. The rune series of Odin synthesizes for us the event with the layout of the YR rune, which is, the peace sign, whose radical appearance in the word Ur-Mensil. It is the rune of death. Just imagine that our peace sign is the ancient rune of death. It's the, peace sign down. Up is life. Down is death. Yermansil. The down is the fall into the abyss, the matrix. Crucifixion on the demiurgic kingdoms of matter, with head downwards. The entrance of Lucifer Wotan. This is how he came into the matrix. Because YR, we have seen, is also a name for the Hyperborean holy man, the Hyperborean shaman. Power or polar, your man's soul. Your man's soul. You are man's soul. It is followed by the man rune. The man, Ur, is down. The man is up with arms upwards, open to the highest heights, aspiring towards return, resurrection, after having been crucified in the mystic death of matter on the four wooden beams of the four material kingdoms. In this way, the Aryan, the twice born, who gives life to the Son of Man, soul, S-U-L, is soul, S-O-L, son, or S-O-U-L, Lu, Oz backwards, rune, and also Sig, victory. Sig, the lightning bolt that fell from heaven. This is expressed in the Hegel rune, the 6-pointed star rune, which is already a star, the return to the star Venus, the reintegration of Wotan Lucifer, the recovery of the he, the Ur rune, mystic death, and the man rune now put together. A risen man, the resurrected god Osiris, with his immortal body of red Vajra, with his sadhu, with his teacher. This is from the great book you see, this is a picture that Adolf Hitler made himself. Hello. Right? And check it out. We're going to come right back. Well, like Maria said, let's finish with this. The Hegel rune. The Hegel rune. The 6-pointed star stolen from our ancient ancestors. The Hegel rune is totality of life and death. Incarnation. Man in the rune man. Death. Entrance into the world of demiurgic matter. That was the death. Is the divya falling downwards like the Yer rune, the YR rune, because there's also a UR rune. Resurrection, the Vira, the God-man, revived. His totality recovered. His individualism is the Hegel rune, the 6-pointed star. In the engraving, the rune, yogic rune, is realized by movement of the arms, like yoga. One will now understand the deep Aryan Hyperborean sense of the representation of gods with many arms. Vishnu, Shiva, in the iconography of Aryan India. It is also rune yoga. Runes guard the greatest secrets. They send us the revelation of the mystery of partition and resurrection of Osiris, the separation and resurrection of Osiris, which is that of the Orphic egg. This is all a artistic story. Immortalization, what we have been here describing, is the very heart. Immortalization is the very heart of esoteric Hitlerism. From polar Hyperborea, the Aryans extended all over the terrestrial world, even to the furthest shores. This is Lu. It was they who reached the civilization of China, that of India, Egypt, Tiwanaku. We should not be surprised then to discover the mystery of Osiris is a rune mystery expressed in runes in the name of the god, just as the same as the Yermin's soul tree. In that way, it belongs to Hyperborean Christianity, Hyperborean Christianity, one of the origins. Az, Is, 3 runes in succession for the name Osiris. The Az rune is the number 4 Futark rune of Wotan. It corresponds to Wotan exactly, the polar rune whose animal is the bear, the constellation of the bear. Arctic Az, land of bears. Arctic Az pole is Hyperborea. The Yerun is that of death. The partition of the Divya, of the Asir, Wotan, Osiris, Odin, the loss of first Hyperborea. The giants that came before us, the loss of everything, every human being. The ice is ice rune represents she who escapes, who when once affirmed in her existence confirms herself as Isis, and she is magic amour, in fidelity, loyalty, and honor, to gather the dispersed pieces of the bridegroom to one day rebuild his totality, which is absolute personality of Osiris reborn, by means of the son of death, son of man, Horus. The rune of magic amour is Ehe, E-H-E, which looks like the cross. By means of this amour, love without death, teaches Heil, salvation, healing. Also the Sig rune, victory. Heil was the salute of the German troubadours, the many singers, the poets, the sons of Wovir Sayelda. Esoteric Hitlerism, together with the double rune Sig Sig, confirm this. Sig Heil, Heil Hitler.
Underneath the moonlit sky, feel the vibe. Island breezes whisper low like a life tribe. Nana dance to the night, heart so free. With every sway and step, she's a melody. Roots in the soil, love's the only guide. Na 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 na, guide us home. River of amor, flowing through our veins. True self reflected in love's strong chains. Together we rise, wash away the stains. Our souls intertwine, dancing in refrain. In sunshine, we never lost, just found echoes of laughter. We grew to that sound. Colors of the sunset paint the ocean deep. With Nana's spirit, we're awake, never sleep. In your name we rise, no need to hide. The river speaks, it knows our name. Through every wave, we're called to reclaim. River of amor, flowing through our veins. True self-reflected in love's strong chains. Together we rise, wash away the stains. Our souls intertwine, dancing in refrain. and flooded up and you shine forever bright. In the rhythm of love we ignite.